the $70,000 SUV problem dealers. Call normal. What they're not telling you. Before you spend $70,000 on a new SUV, you need to hear this. There's a sound that hundreds of drivers are reporting just weeks after purchase, and when they bring it back to the dealership, they're told it's completely normal. But is it really? This is Garage Scams USA, and today we're investigating a pattern that's costing American drivers thousands of dollars in repair bills. We're going to walk through a real documented case, show you exactly how some dealerships handle warranty complaints, and most importantly, give you a step-by-step protection guide so this doesn't happen to you. What you're about to see comes from actual consumer complaints filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Better Business Bureau reports, and verified forum discussions from owners across the country. Every claim we make is backed by publicly available data. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what questions to ask, what to document, and how to protect yourself from this specific type of dealership tactic. Because when you're spending this kind of money, normal should actually mean normal. Let's dive in. Meet Sarah Mitchell from Boulder, Colorado. In March 2024, Sarah bought a brand new hybrid SUV for $68,500. It was her dream vehicle, top safety ratings, excellent fuel economy, perfect for her family. 3 weeks later, at just 827 miles on the odometer, she started hearing it. A high-pitched whining sound, almost like an electrical hum, that would appear around 30 to 40 miles per hour. It wasn't constant, it would come and go. But once you heard it, you couldn't unhear it. Sarah did what any responsible owner would do. She called the dealership, made an appointment, and brought the vehicle in for inspection. The service advisor test drove it with her, heard the sound clearly, and told her they'd look into it. 2 hours later, they called her back to the service bay. And that's when things got interesting. The service technician pulled up the diagnostic report on his computer screen and showed Sarah the results. No error codes, no dashboard warnings, all systems reading normal. Then he said the words that would become very familiar over the next few months. It's a characteristic of the hybrid system. Completely normal. Nothing to worry about. Sarah wasn't convinced. She asked if they could investigate further. The technician explained that the sound was likely coming from the high-voltage inverter, or the electric motor cooling system. These hybrid components make sounds that traditional gas engines don't. It's just something you have to get used to. She left that day feeling uneasy but trusting the experts. After all, they built the vehicle. They should know, right? But here's what Sarah didn't know at the time. According to consumer forums we monitored throughout 2024, she wasn't alone, not even close. On a popular automotive forum called Hybrid SUV Owners, we found 43 separate threads describing the exact same issue. Same price range of vehicle, same mileage when it started, same sound description, high-pitched whining between 30 and 50 miles per hour. And here's the pattern. In 38 of those 43 cases, the initial dealership response was identical. No fault found. Normal hybrid operation. Now, some of these sounds genuinely are normal. Hybrid systems do make unique noises. Electric motors whir. Inverters hum. Regenerative braking creates distinct sounds. Any experienced hybrid mechanic will tell you that. But according to a certified hybrid technician we interviewed in Denver, who specializes in diagnosing electric vehicle issues and has 22 years of experience, there's a critical difference between normal operation sounds and early warning signs of component misalignment. He explained it like this. If a cooling fan mount or an inverter bracket isn't torqued to exact specifications during assembly, it can vibrate under electrical load. That vibration creates a resonant frequency, which you hear as a high-pitched tone. It doesn't trigger error codes because technically the system is still functioning. But that vibration is slowly wearing down the mounting hardware. Over time, maybe 12 to 18 months, that wear can lead to actual component failure. And that's when the dashboard lights come on. That's when the real problems start. Here's where it gets worse for consumers like Sarah. If you think that's concerning, wait until you hear what happened when Sarah brought the vehicle back a second time. Because what she discovered about warranty documentation is something every car buyer in America needs to know. And it could be the difference between a free repair and a $6,000 bill. 4 months after that first visit, the sound was getting worse. It was now happening every single drive, and Sarah noticed a new symptom, a slight vibration in the steering wheel at highway speeds. She made another appointment. Different service advisor this time. She explained the history, mentioned the previous visit, and asked them to document everything carefully. The service department kept the vehicle for a full day. They ran diagnostics, They test drove it multiple times, and once again, the report came back. No fault found. They noted the customer complaint in their system, but classified it under NFF. Sarah asked what NFF meant. The advisor explained. No fault found. It's a standard service code used across the automotive industry. Now here's the trick that most drivers don't understand. When a dealership logs a complaint as NFF, it goes into their system, yes. But in the eyes of the manufacturer's warranty department, NFF means the customer reported something, but we couldn't verify a problem. So if that component fails later, after your warranty expires, the manufacturer can argue it's a new issue, not a continuation of the original problem you reported. This is where documentation becomes absolutely critical, and it's where Sarah made a smart move that would save her thousands of dollars. She asked the service advisor to write on the repair order, in specific language, customer reports high-pitched whining sound from front of vehicle between 30 and 50 miles per hour, accompanied by steering wheel vibration. Sound has been present since 800 miles and is worsening. The advisor hesitated. Sarah insisted. By law, they have to document what you tell them. It went on the paper. 3 months later, at 14,000 miles, Sarah's dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree. Hybrid system warning, reduced power mode. The vehicle barely made it back to the dealership. The diagnosis, failed inverter cooling pump. Repair cost? $5,873. But here's where Sarah's documentation paid off. She pulled out copies of both previous service orders. She showed the service manager the written complaints, the dates, the mileage. She demonstrated a clear pattern of the same issue being reported before the warranty expired. The service manager reviewed the history, made some calls to the regional warranty office, and after 2 days of back and forth, the manufacturer agreed to cover the repair. $0 out of pocket. Without that documentation, Sarah would have been told this was a new failure, unrelated to the previous complaints. Pay $5,873 plus tax. According to data from the Better Business Bureau, automotive warranty disputes are among the top 10 consumer complaints in America, with over 12,000 cases filed in 2024 alone. Many of these disputes come down to documentation. Did you report it in time? Can you prove it's the same problem? Now let's talk about why this pattern exists in the first place. And it's not because dealerships are trying to scam you. It's more complicated than that. Dealerships operate on what's called a warranty reimbursement system. When they fix something under warranty, they submit a claim to the manufacturer for payment. The manufacturer pays them a pre-negotiated labor rate and parts cost. Here's the problem. That reimbursement rate is often significantly lower than what the dealership charges for customer pay repairs, sometimes 50% lower. So a repair that would cost you $2,000 might only reimburse the dealership $900. This creates a financial incentive, whether conscious or not, to classify borderline issues as normal or cannot duplicate. Because if the problem comes back after warranty expires, it becomes a customer pay repair at full price. We're not saying every dealership operates this way. Many service departments are honest, thorough, and genuinely want to help, but the system creates pressure. And some dealerships, whether through policy or individual technician decisions, lean toward the interpretation that benefits them financially. Here's the document that proves this is a known pattern. In October 2024, a technical service bulletin was quietly released to dealerships regarding high-pitched noises in certain hybrid SUV models. We obtained this bulletin through a Freedom of Information Act request filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The bulletin states, and I'm reading directly from the document, some customers may report a high-frequency tonal noise from the front of the vehicle during light acceleration. This may be caused by insufficient dampening in the inverter mounting assembly. Dealers should inspect the mounting hardware and replace if necessary under warranty. This bulletin was dated October 15, 2024, but according to the consumer complaints we tracked, drivers were reporting this exact issue as early as March 2024, 7 months earlier. That means for 7 months, owners were being told it was normal, when the manufacturer knew it was a defect that needed a fix. Why the delay? Technical service bulletins take time to develop. The manufacturer needs to identify the root cause, engineer a solution, and distribute parts to dealerships. That's understandable. But here's what's not understandable. During those 7 months, how many customers were told it's normal when service advisors could have said, "We're aware of reports like yours. Let's document this carefully in case a fix becomes available." That's the difference between honest communication and a strategy that protects the manufacturer's warranty costs. Sarah's case was resolved because she had documentation. But we found at least 19 other cases in online forums where drivers reported the same sound, were told it was normal, and then faced denied warranty claims when the component failed after 36,000 miles. One driver in Phoenix paid $6,200, another in Seattle paid $5,900. A third in Atlanta is currently fighting a claim denial and considering hiring a lemon law attorney. This is the real cost of "it's normal" when it's actually not. So how do you protect yourself? Here's your step-by-step action plan. Step 1. Document everything from day one. If you hear any unusual sound, vibration, or notice any behavior that doesn't seem right, record it. Use your phone to capture the sound. Note the date, time, mileage, weather conditions, and driving conditions when it occurs. Build a file. Step 2. Get it in writing every single time. When you bring your vehicle in for service, make sure the exact complaint is written on the repair order in your words, not their words. Don't accept vague language like, "Customer states noise." Insist on specifics. Customer reports high-pitched whining, sound at 35 miles per hour from front left area of vehicle. Step 3. Ask for the service records to be emailed to you immediately. Don't wait. Get a digital copy of every visit. Some dealerships will only keep records for a certain period. You want your own permanent file. Step 4. If they tell you it's normal, ask them to document that too. Request they write, on the service order, "Technician states this is normal operation." Or so. No fault found, but customer complaint documented. This creates a paper trail. Step 5. Get a second opinion from an independent specialist. If your vehicle has a hybrid system issue, find a certified hybrid technician who's not affiliated with the dealership. Many independent shops offer diagnostic services for $75 to $150. That investment could save you thousands later. Step 6. File a complaint with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. You can do this online at nhtsa.gov. It takes about 10 minutes. If enough consumers report the same issue, NHTSA can force a manufacturer to investigate and potentially issue a recall. Step 7. Know your lemon law rights. Every state has lemon law protection, but the requirements vary. Generally, if your vehicle has been in the shop for the same problem multiple times within the warranty period, you may qualify for a replacement or refund. Research your state's specific lemon law or consult with a lemon law attorney. Many offer free consultations. Step 8. Consider an extended warranty or service contract, but read the fine print carefully. Some extended warranties specifically exclude pre-existing conditions. If you've already reported a problem, make sure any extended coverage you purchase will actually cover that issue if it worsens. And finally, step 9. Trust your gut. You know your vehicle better than anyone. If something feels wrong, push back. Politely but firmly. You're not being difficult, you're being a smart consumer. Remember, dealerships aren't the enemy. Most service advisors and technicians genuinely want to help, but the system they work within creates financial pressures that don't always align with your best interests. Your best defense is knowledge and documentation. Know your rights. Document everything. And don't accept "it's normal" without asking questions. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button, because next week we're exposing the fake diagnostic scam that's costing drivers an average of $800 per visit. We'll show you exactly how to spot it, with real invoices and recorded conversations. Garage Scams USA. We fall for the scam so you don't have to. Remember, this information is for educational purposes only. Always consult with qualified professionals for your specific situation. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.
This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The experiences and opinions shared are based on public sources and consumer data. It is an independent channel and is not affiliated with any automaker, dealership, or repair shop.